Hello, this is Father Michael Nasser coming to you from St. Nicholas Orthodox Church here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, with this week's Midweek Reflection. And this week I'm reflecting on next week, which is, of course, Holy Week for the Orthodox Christians around the world. When we say Holy Week, I think a lot of people assume they know what that means. I think some people assume that it's holy because it's the week that we commemorate Jesus's final week before his death and resurrection. That's half true. I think some people think it's holy because there's just something special about it that's intrinsically there, that's automatically there. That's the part that's really not true. Why Holy Week is holy is because we do commemorate those things. It's not those things that are holy. Those things are always holy. His entrance into Jerusalem, the mystical supper, which he institutes the Eucharist, all of the suffering Christ will do, his crucifixion, ultimately his resurrection. Those events are sacred. Christ sanctified them by doing them. But what makes Holy Week holy for us, and the only thing that makes it holy for us, is if we commemorate it, if we remember them, if we join into and enter into the reality of those things. That's what makes it holy. In other words, for each of us, next week may or may not be Holy Week. It depends if we make it holy. Now, what does it mean to make it holy? It doesn't just mean to go to a service here or there. What is holy is what is set apart. Think about the holy altar. All right, what's holy about it is that it's holy because it's sanctified by where it sits, by what happens on it, and by what happens when we're not serving and praying before that altar. Can you imagine if we took the altar and we celebrated the liturgy on it, and then throughout the week it was like, I don't know, a condiment stand at the stadium, and there's ketchup being spilled on it, and people are spilling beer on it. Would it be still sacred? No. What makes something holy is when we set it apart. And so next week, Holy Week, will only be holy if we set it apart. That means a couple different things. One, we can't set it apart and do everything we always do. Now, I know some of us have things that we can't get out of work or school. We do the things we absolutely have to do and nothing more. Why? Because it's set apart. So we should be taking a break from social media as much as we can, turning off the TV, movies, music, all those things that distract us. And what will they distract us from? The holiness of the week. They will distract us from commemorating and entering into what's happening. When we remember something in the Orthodox Church, we don't just think about it, go, this happened. We enter back into that reality on that day. Several times throughout the week, we're going to say today. Today, Jesus enters Jerusalem. Today, he gathers his disciples. Today, he who suspended the earth upon the waters is suspended on the tree. Today, it happens. It's not just about thinking about it again. It's happening. We're entering back into it. We're not recreating it. This is not some kind of elaborate passion play. We are joining into the reality that only happens if we enter into it, and that only happens if we set the week apart. So I hope we'll all do that. I hope we'll, in our logistics and our schedules, and most of all in setting it aside, that we enter into more prayer, more thanksgiving to God, more awareness of what he's doing. And we do that primarily by attending the services and then keeping the time in between that as set apart as we possibly can. I hope this coming week is holy for all of us. I hope we set it apart. I hope we sanctify it to enter into the sanctified acts that our Lord accomplishes for us on this week. And may God bless all of us with a very blessed Holy Week. If you found this helpful, please share with your friends, family, whoever, and we'll see you, God willing, in next week's video.